Hello friends, welcome to our online video tutorial series, and in this video lecture we will learn about class 11 maths trigonometric functions. Today we are doing its 8th part. So in this particular video we will solve your NCERT textbooks exercise 3.3. So let's start. So our first problem is we have to prove sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 is equal to 1. So as we know that sine pi by 6 is equal to 1 by 2, cos pi by 3, that is cos 60 degree, is equal to 1 by 2, and tan pi by 4, which is tan 45 degree, is equal to 1. So let's put all these three values in this equation number 1, left hand side. So it is sine square pi by 6. So sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 whole square. Similarly, cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2, it will become 1 by 2 whole square and minus 1 square. So it is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 will become 1 by 2 minus 1 and 1 by 2, which is equal to right hand side. So this was our first problem. The second is we have to prove 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosecant square 7 pi by 6 cos square pi by 3. So let's put the value. As we know, sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. Cosecant 7 pi by 6 we want. So can I say that cosecant 7 pi by 6 is pi plus pi by 6? And when I say that it is pi plus pi by 6, that means it lies in the quadrant number 3. 180, that pi plus theta. So it will be in quadrant number 3. And in third quadrant, tan and cot are positive. Cot theta and tan theta will be positive. So cosecant will be negative. So it will become minus. As we are looking the value at pi, so no cofactor will be applied. So minus cosecant pi by 6. So for more clarity on this topic, you can go to our previous video. Cosecant pi by 6 is the reciprocal of sine pi by 6. And value of sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. So it will become minus 2. And the third one is cos pi by 3. So let's put the value of cos pi by 3. And cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So let's put all these three values in the equation. Left hand side will become 2 sine square pi by 6. So it will become 2. Sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2. It's a square. Plus cosecant 7 pi by 6 whole square. So what is the value of cosecant 7 pi by 6? Minus 2. So it will become minus 2 square. And cos square pi by 3. And cos square pi by 3 will become 1 by 2 whole square. So let's simplify this. This is 2 into 1 by 4. This will become 4 into 1 by 4. So cancel. This is half. So half plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2, which is equal to right hand side. So next problem is cot square pi by 6, cosecant 5 pi by 6 and 3 tan square pi by 6. And we have to prove this is equal to 6. So we need cot pi by 6 value, and as you know that cot pi by 6 is root 3. Then we need tan pi by 6, and tan pi by 6 will become tan of pi by 6 will become 1 by root 3, and cosecant 5 pi by 6. So cosecant 5 pi by 6. So I can write it as cosecant pi minus pi by 6. So this is pi minus pi by 6. And as you know, dear students, pi minus pi by 6 always lie in the quadrant number 2, pi minus theta. And in second quadrant, cosecant and sine are positive. So it will be a positive one. So positive, and as we are measuring angle with respect to pi, so no change. So we will say that it is equal to cosecant pi by 6. And value of cosecant pi by 6 is reciprocal of sine pi by 6, that is 2. So let's put all the values. This will become left hand side of the equation. Cot square pi by 6, that means root 3 whole square. Cosecant 5 pi by 6, the value is 2. And 3 tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3, so it's whole square. Let's simplify, cancel 3 plus 2, and this will be 3 into 1 by 3. 3 and 3 cancel, so 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6, and which is equal to right hand side. Next is 2 sine square 3 pi by 4. First of all, let us find out the value of sine 3 pi by 4. So sine 3 pi by 4, which can be written as sine pi minus pi by 4, quadrant number 2. And in second quadrant, sine is positive, and as we are looking the angle with respect to pi, so no change. And sine pi by 4 will be 1 by root 2. Then cos pi by 4, that is also 1 by root 2. So I am writing cos pi by 4 is also equal to 1 by root 2. Then sec pi by 3. Sec pi by 3 is the reciprocal of cos pi by 3. And cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2. So value of sec pi by 3 will be 2. Let's put all the values in the equation, left hand side. So 2 sine 3 pi by 4, and the value of sine 3 pi by 4 will be 1 by root 2 whole square. 2 cos square pi by 4, and cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, so it's square. And 2 sec square pi by 3, that is 2 square. And let's simplify. 2 1 by root 2 square is 1 by 2. 2 into 1 by root 2 square is again 1 by 2, plus 2 into 4. This will be cancelled. This will be cancelled. So 1 plus 1 plus 8. So 10, which is equal to right hand side. Find the value of 70 sine 75 degree. So first of all, as we know that sine x plus y is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. So now I can split this 75 degree as two known values, 45 degree and 30 degree. So let's split it. So sine 45 degree plus 30 degree. So it will become sine 45 cos 30 and cos 45 degree sine 30. So it becomes sine x plus y. So x will become 45 and y will become 30. So sine x, that is 45, cos y, that is 30 degree. Similarly, cos x cos 45 and sine y will become sine 30 degree. So let's put the value. As we know that sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So cos 45 1 by root 2 and sine 30 1 by 2. Taking LCM 2 by root 2. Taking LCM 2 root 2, it becomes root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. So our next sum is we have to find out the value of tan 15 degrees. So tan 15, we don't know the value of tan at 15 degrees. So what we can do? We can split the 15 degree in two such values where we know the tan. So I can split it as 60 degree minus 45 degree, or I can say that it is 45 degree minus 30 degree. So I will go with this tan 45 degree minus 30 degree. So let's start. So tan x minus y, as we know, tan x minus tan y, 1 plus tan x tan y. So here my x will become 45 degree. I will replace the x with 45 degree and y with 30 degree. So let's replace them. So tan 45 minus 30 will be tan 45 degree minus tan 30 degree by 1 plus tan 45 degree and tan 30 degree. And as we know, the value of tan 45 is 1 and tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So let's put the value. Tan 15 degree, it will become 1 minus 1 by root 3 and 1 plus 1 by root 3. And taking LCM, we will get root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So here this 45 minus 30 become 15 degree, and this side I put the value of tan 45, which is 1, and tan 30, which is 1 by root 3. So with the denominator and take the LCM. Now what we can do, we can rationalize the answer or we can leave it here also. Next is prove the following. This cos pi by 4 minus x, cos pi by 4 minus y, minus sin pi by 4 minus x, and sin pi by 4 minus y is equal to sine of x plus y. So here I can see that this is a type of identity cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, and which is cos of A plus B. This is my A cos A. This will be B cos B minus sin again A and B. So what is A here? A is pi by 4 minus x and B is pi by 4 minus y. So let's summarize it. It will become cos A plus B. So A is pi by 4 minus x and B is pi by 4 minus y. So it will become cos pi by 4 plus pi by 4 will become pi by 2 minus, and take the minus common, so it will become minus of x plus y. So cos 90 minus theta, we are in quadrant number 1. So when I am saying cos 90 minus theta, we are in quadrant number 1. And in first quadrant, all will be positive. So first thing, that answer will be positive 1. Correct. And second thing, we are measuring the angle from 90 degree, that is from y-axis. So apply cofactor, cos will convert into sine. So it will be equal to sine of x plus y, as cos pi by 2 minus x is equal to sine x. So that we have to prove. Next is prove the following: tan pi by 4 minus x by tan pi by 4 plus x. And as you know that tan pi by 4 minus x is, let's put the value of tan pi by 4 minus x. So it is 1 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan x. Correct. And tan of pi by 4 plus x will be 1 plus tan x and 1 minus tan x. Now do the reciprocal, and it become 1 minus tan x whole square, and so the denominator 1 plus tan x whole square. So I can write it jointly whole square, and that we have to prove. Next is cos pi plus x. Cos minus x divided by sin pi minus x and cos pi by 2 plus x is equal to cot square x. So first of all, let us find out cos pi plus x. So as we know, pi plus, this is pi plus x, we are in the quadrant number 3, and in third quadrant cos will be negative, minus, and as we are measuring from pi, so no change, so it will be equal to minus cos x. Similarly, sin pi minus x will become in quadrant number 2, and in second quadrant sin is positive and we are measuring from pi, so no change. Let's see what will be the cos minus x. Cos minus x means in quadrant number 4. Minus theta is always in quadrant number 4. And in fourth quadrant, cos is positive and sec is positive. So cos will be positive 1. So cos x. And cos pi by 2 plus x. So in which quadrant this is? Pi by 2. This is pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus x. So we are in the quadrant number 2. In second quadrant, cos will be negative. And we are measuring with respect to pi by 2, that is y-axis. So apply cofactor, cos will convert into sin x. Let's put the value here. All the values in the left hand side. So cos pi plus x will become minus cos x. Cos minus x is equal to cos x divided by sin pi minus x is sin x, and cos pi by 2 minus x is minus sin x. So minus and minus cancel. So numerator is cos square x and denominator is minus sin square x. So minus and minus cancel. So it will be cot square x. Next is cos 3 pi by 2 plus x into cos 2 pi plus x bracket cot 3 pi by 2 minus x plus cot 2 pi plus x. So let's find out the values individually, then we will put the values. So first is cos 3 pi by 2 plus x. 3 pi by 2, that is 270 degree, plus x, we are in the quadrant number 4. And in fourth quadrant, cos will be positive. In fourth quadrant, cos will be positive, but we are measuring from y-axis. Remember, whenever we will measure the angle from y-axis, that cofactor will apply and it will become sin x. Cos 2 pi plus x, and as we know that we can add or subtract any multiple of 2 pi any number of times, so we can simply leave this 2 pi and we can say that it is equal to cos x, or 2 pi plus x will be again in the first quadrant. Then next term is cot 3 pi by 2 minus x. 3 pi by 2 minus x in quadrant number 3, and in third quadrant cot is positive, but we are measuring from y-axis, so it will become 3 pi by 2 minus x will become tan x, and then cot 2 pi plus x will be equal to cot x, as we leave this 2 pi. So let's put the value in the left hand side. It will become cos 3 pi by 2 plus x, that is sin x. This is cos x bracket, and this is tan x plus cot x. Okay, let's convert this tan and cot into sin and cos. Sin x cos x. This will become sin x by cos x and cos x by sin x, because our all other entities are in form of sin and cos. Take the LCM. So it will become sin square x plus cos square x. So sin x cos x, this is x. Sin square x plus cos square x is 1. 1 by sin x cos x. So what we have to do now? Just cancel them, and 1 which is equal to right hand side. Next sum is sin n plus 1x, sin n plus 2x plus cos n plus 1x, cos n plus 2x. So it may look very complicated, but actually it's a very easy sum. Just what we have to do, we will rearrange them. So I'll write down it cos n plus 2x. So first I wrote this term. Then into cos n plus 1x plus sin n plus 2x and sin n plus 1x. So this look like an identity. Which one? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, and which is cos of A minus B. Why it look like this? See, this is cos A cos B, and I intentionally took the bigger angle as A, so it always helpful for simplified calculation. So take the bigger angle as the first angle. So we will skip this negative notation. So it become cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. And what is A here? My A is n plus 2 into x, and B is n plus 1 into x. So it become cos A minus B, that is A n plus 2 into x minus n plus 1 into x. So take x common, cos n plus 2 minus n minus 1, and outside we will write x. So it will become cos x. That's what we have to prove. Our next sum is cos 3 pi by 4 plus x minus cos 3 pi by 4 minus x. There are so many ways to solve this one. First is, I can see that this is like a cos x plus y minus cos of x minus y, which is equal to, you remember children, that s plus s, s minus s, c plus c, and c minus c. What is that c minus c? Minus 2ss. So it should be minus 2 sine x and sine y. So what is my x here? X is 3 pi by 4 and y is x. If I compare with this one, so it is, first term is 3 pi by 4 and second angle is x. So it will become minus 2 sine 3 pi by 4 and sine x. And the value of sine 3 pi by 4, let's find out. Sine 3 pi by 4 is sine pi minus pi by 4. Quadrant number 2, and in second quadrant sine is positive, that is sine pi by 4, which is 1 by root 2. So minus 2, 1 by root 2 sine x. Cancel it, and that's it. This is one of the way. What I can do here, I can expand this one as cos theta minus cos phi. Cos theta minus cos phi. So cos theta minus cos phi will become minus 2 sine theta plus phi by 2 sine theta minus phi by 2. So my theta here is 3 pi by 4 plus x, and phi is 3 pi by 4 minus x. So we can apply here. So minus 2 sine theta, that is 3 pi by 4 plus x, and 3 pi by 4 minus x by 2. Then sine theta minus phi by 2, that is 3 pi by 4 plus x, and this time we will subtract. So 3 pi by 4 plus x by 2. Let's simplify them. So minus 2 sine, x and x cancelled. 3 pi by 4 plus 3 pi by 4 by 2, it is 3 pi by 4. And sine, if I solve them, then 3 pi by 4 will be cancelled. 2x by 2, that is sine x. And we recently solved the value for 3 pi by 4, which is 1 by root 2. So that's it. Or what you can do, you can apply cos a plus b and cos a minus b here. So many ways. Next is sine square 6x minus sine square 4x is equal to sine 2x sine 10x. So sine square 6x minus sine 4x. There are also 2-3 ways we can solve it. First we can do, see, cos 2x identity, you remember children? There were 4 identities. One was 1 minus 2 sine square x. I will use this one here. See, what I'm trying to do here, first I am just want to remove these squares from this, because in my answer no square is required. So sine square x will become, 2 sine square x will become 1 minus cos 2x, and sine square x will become 1 minus cos 2x by 2. So in that way sine square 6x can be written as 1 minus cos, see, if it is x then I will write down 2x. If it is 6x then I will write down 12x by 2. Similarly, sine square 4x can be written as 1 minus cos 8x by 2. So double of 4x will become 8x. So 2 will become LCM, 1 minus cos 12x minus 1 plus cos 8x. Minus and minus cancelled. So cos 8x minus cos 12x by 2. And this is cos theta minus cos phi. And as you know that cos theta minus cos phi is minus 2 sine theta plus phi by 2 and sine theta minus phi by 2. So let's apply that. So minus 2 sine theta plus phi by 2, that is 8x plus 12x by 2, and sine theta minus phi by 2, that is 8x minus 12x by 2, and divide by 2. Let me write it here, 1 by 2. So 2 and 2 cancelled, minus sine 8x plus 12x, 20x by 2, that is 10x. Then this will become sine minus 4x by 2, that is minus 2x. And sine minus theta is minus sine theta, so minus minus will become plus sine 10x and sine 2x. So what I applied here, sine minus x is equal to minus of sine x. On the same lines, the same identity I will use, but just a slightly different way. Cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1. So here cos square x will be equal to 1 plus cos 2x by 2. So cos square 2x will become 1 plus cos 4x by 2. And this will become 1 plus minus, cos 12x by 2. And take the LCM to 1 plus cos 4x, 1 plus cos 2x, 2 plus cos 4x, 2 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4x by 2 is 1 plus cos 4x by 2. 1 plus cos 4 minus 1 minus cos 12x. So 1 and 1 cancelled. So what is left here? 1 by 2 cos 4x minus cos 12x. So we can take minus common and write it as cos 12x minus cos 4x. Now cos theta minus cos phi minus 2 sine theta plus phi by 2 and sine theta minus phi by 2. So apply this. 2 sine minus 2 sine theta plus phi by 2, 12 plus 4, that is 16x by 2, and sine theta minus phi, 12x minus 4x, 8x by 2. This 2 and 2 cancel, minus and minus will become plus. So sine 260, if we cancel 16 by 2, it is 8x, and this will become sine 4x. So that's all about today's lecture. In the next video, we will solve the remaining sum of this exercise. Thank you very much.